Hello, everybody. Hey, look, it's only 3 minutes late. I'm sorry. How are you? How everybody? How is everybody? Hi, John. Hi, Dominic. Hi, Evie. Hi, Midnight. I mean, Moonlight. Hi, Kathy. Hi, Audra. Who's the hoe? Hi. Hi, PJ. What's up, Talk? Not much is up. How is everybody tonight? It's been warm down in most of the rest of the world. Up here, it's been rather nice. Ah, God. So what's going on with everybody? It's been a hellacious 4th of July, especially if you're in a small little community in Texas. I feel really terrible for those people. That's just terrific. I can't believe the devastation. And watching the videos is. I'm at a loss for words for what I've seen and what I've witnessed and how insane those flash floods are. I mean, just the amount of water and the amount of the height of the water. It's crazy. Hey, Mr. Padriak. The Idaho murders. Yeah, that's another one. I mean, jeez. I mean, God. Toonie's the full moon called the buck moon. What's the buck moon? Tonight's the full moon. Tonight's buck moon. Why is it a buck moon? You've got rain and thunder in North Carolina. Yeah, North Carolina. I've been hearing you guys have, and of course, let's not forget New Mexico. They're having terrible problems there. God, that's an old picture of me when Ghost Hunters was here. I do believe that's a picture of me way back when they were here in like 2006, I think it was. Yeah. Arkansas. Wow. God, I feel terrible for you guys. It's hurricane season. They name each moon. Yeah, I know. The blood moon, this moon. It makes no sense. Really, humidity. Yeah, you guys, it's monsoon season out here in the West, obviously. Thank you very much. It's my friend gave it to me. It's the monkey shirt. I didn't notice. I see if you look at this side and you look at this side, it's the stupid monkey with the symbols. Yeah, this is a great shirt. The picture of me in front of the Taps van, huh? Oh God. Hi Virginia. Hi Nancy. Hi Jay. Hi Lisa. Hey Weeze. I have no idea, John. Don't ask me. I don't control the gosh darn algorithms. Thank you, Virginia. Thank you, Audra. David Circus. Yeah, thanks, Jay. Well, it's your winter, Evie. It's the opposite in the southern hemisphere. Yeah, the fires in Oregon I was hearing about. It's just there's so much going on. Thanks, Nancy. I appreciate it. Honestly, let me ask everybody a question. And I know this is strange and crazy, and I'm sure it's true. What are you talking about? Does anybody out there seriously know any celebrity? And not just like, oh, I know this celebrity. It's like not like you took a photograph with them, but knows somebody. And it's hard to say what exactly or who exactly we're looking for the host, but somebody. We're looking for somebody that's, a once upon a time A-list actor who is now no longer, and it's a light job. It's basically just being a host of a show, like what William Shatner, Lawrence Fishburne is doing. Dan Aykroyd's doing it on a show, on History Channel. Jeff Goldblum's doing a show. I mean, it's that type of a thing. It's just being a host. So it's not like I believe in this or I don't believe in this. It's just got to be somebody that would be good as a solid fit as a host of a show. And I mean, anybody out there got any ideas? Thanks, Evie. My babies are good, Lisa. Perth is hot. Really? God. Well, does anybody have any comments? Because I know we just went silent. Silencio. Hi, Vicky. So does anybody know anybody? I mean, and don't say, oh, we know you. It's like, no, not somebody in the paranormal field necessarily at all. I mean, I know plenty of different people in the paranormal field. That just won't do. But I'm asking around because I've got two people. I'm going to call one of them right now, as a matter of fact. Hold on. I'll even go into speakerphone. Let me see if I've got him. No, not him, not her. No, not them. Not them. All right, fine. Let me do it this way then. Let's see what happens.
Hey, this is Jay.
Nah, forget that. Patricia, how well do you know Dan Aykroyd? Seriously, Patricia, how well do you know Dan? Because I've met him and I spoke to him. I was with a friend of mine who, believe it or not, her husband, her ex-husband, and her back in the 80s sold John his first Ferrari. And Dan was there, and they went down to pick it up, and it was named Kessler Motors in New York City. And when we went there to the signing of the release of Skull Vodka at one of the first events he did, we haven't seen. That's Reggie. Sorry, Nancy, that won't do. No, John, that really won't do. People won't even know that humor behind that thought. Oh, you don't know him, right, Patricia? All right, fine. Will says, yeah, I know. It was disappointing. I watched that game, and I'll be honest with you. Those umpires, they got to go to computerized umpiring because that umpire was off his freaking rocker with the calls he was making in that game in the College World Series. Yeah, I'm sorry, Virginia. That was Reggie dropping one of his soup bones. Evie, I don't know. I know people, I know lots of people. Unfortunately, they don't follow through with what they say they're gonna do. So, yeah, subscribe to the page. Obviously, oh crap. Let me mark. Oh Christ Almighty, where? Finally, say, hold on. Oh, what is? Stop. Oh, is this still? Hold on, guys. I have to update this to on the chest. Oh, yeah, that's great. Yes, I wanted to do that. Yes. Yes, you can do that. Yes, do it. Yes, this is the player. Yes, language. Install. Ooh. I don't know if that'll fit. You have to put something off the C drive. Hold on, guys. I'm just installing something so we can watch the videos with audio here at the house on the big screen so I share stuff with you guys. One sec, kids. I'll be right back. There we go. All right. Got that done. All right. As I was saying, I had it down. Remember last time when I tried to share with you guys some video footage from the security cameras here at the house? Well, we couldn't do it because we didn't have the player. I mean, we could see the videos, but we couldn't hear the audio. Wait, people are starting to write. Crap. Give me 2 seconds before you write anything else so I can read what you've written so I can answer your questions. Oh, the bell, yes. The bell's here. We will turn it on. But first, let me catch up. This is a Storm Navigator here. You can see it, but crap, I'll just take it the fuck off instead of breaking my wrist. There it is. It's called a Storm Navigator. It has a quartz and it has a chronograph, a compass, and a thermometer, and a non-working flashlight right here, which doesn't light up presently, but it's called the Navigator. Let me see what's kind of what's right. Yeah, the umps were terrible in that game. They were so, it was like, and like you look at the reaction of the batter, and they're going, "Yeah, what the fuck? There was that was a strike. Are you stoned or stupid? Oh, we're in Omaha. No, you can't be stoned." Excuse me. Let me catch up. Hi, Mina. Just trying to catch a baby boat. Paintball, soccer. David is sharp. Yeah, well, I got tired of wearing the same gosh darn variation of the purple or the tan ghost shirts. It was just getting a little too much. When I get someone that was big in the horse, I'm like, okay. Well, I know Kane, and I have to talk to the gosh darn people that I'm working with because, again, and first of all, I think I'd be thrilled to work with Robert Englund. I think he honestly might be, huge. I think Kane would be huge. I mean, it's not my choice. They want somebody that was a mainstream because they want to take it to a network so the network looks and goes, oh, yeah, that's got name recognition. Like Woody Harrelson or like a Charlie Sheen or something. Again, those would be people, they would go, oh, shit, here we go again. They would go, oh, yeah, that we'll entertain. That sounds good to us. So, Nancy says, my grandmother is part of Costa Rica. Hold it, is part of Costa Rica. To catch up to that. God damn. Well, Nancy, yeah, but it has to be domestic U.S. You got to remember, I'm working for this U.S. market. Muy dads, my dad, mom's. That must be a big soup. No, they're big chunky soup bones, What kind of watch? Yeah, excuse me. Yeah, Hotter. Yes, Hotter. Kane Hotter. Yes, I got the bell. But he's feeling much better. Thank you for asking. God, am I happy for that? That was 2 nights of what the? Oh my Reggie. Oh my God! It was just vomit and just I couldn't figure it out for the life of me. And he straightened himself out, so that's good. Thank you, Nancy. Thank you, LA Vlogs. Thank you, Moonlight. All right, before I go any further and respond to every single gosh darn person that says they like the watch, thank you very much for noticing my old Storm watch. I finally, after a number of years, I've got 4 of them, 5 of them. I think 4 or 5 of them I've collected through the years, and I've got a ton of them. I love them. The batteries, of course, have died. I'm just curious to have any psychics. Whoops. Shit. Trying to catch up. Live stream, seen any spirits, anything the rest of us can't see. Just curious and passive with it. Yes, Annie, to answer your question, yes. I mean, I haven't had any psychics here in a while. We haven't done anything like that on a live stream. I'm trying to put something together. Somebody approached me and said, would you like to do something for the 56th anniversary of the murders? And it's like, well, I said, you do know that those are usually the least active evenings of all the nights. I said, why would a spirit be celebrating the night that they were killed? So what happens is that these people want to do it, and they've got Scott Michaels on board. And they're talking to Bridget Marquardt. I'm talking. It's like I'm not talking to Bridget. My friend, the guy that's interested in doing this, is talking to her. And he said we might be able to reach, trying to reach out to Bridget and see if she will bring Holly Madsen. I said for the anniversary. I said, oh, that would be something special. I mean, it would be a lot of people that would be here. I don't necessarily believe that there will necessarily be a lot of activity on that night, necessarily, even though the night that it falls on this year is actually the day of the week that the murders took place back in 1969. It was a Friday night into a Saturday morning, and that's when it all went down. So I'm like, so he says, yeah, this is a great opportunity. It's like, it's not an opportunity. He goes, we'll do a ticketed event. And he goes, that's when we'll do our ticketed event. Because I was working with him to set one up. And he said, let's do the anniversary. And I'm like going, oh, it's an idea if you really want to pull it off. I'm just telling you from my personal experiences. However, on one anniversary, we did have at 12:20 in the evening, the figurine fly off the aquarium onto the floor in front of Joey Moss, the artist who painted the Sharon Tate portrait. That one right there over my shoulder. Tommy's Burgers is over in the well, there's a couple of them, but the closest one to me is over in the valley, over on Victory Boulevard. James Bond Watch. Thanks, John. I appreciate that. What about the Black Cat shirt? No, again, that's total Halloween. I only break that up come the month of October. Really, I don't like to wear it because it's so orange and black and so much a part of Halloween. It doesn't really make sense. You have pocket watches. Very interesting. Oh, stop. If you haven't heard the bell turn on, you most likely will not be hearing a bell ring. So let me turn it on. There we go. All right, so the bell is on. I don't have the REM pod on. I'm not on Livingston. Yeah, they need something ultra. They want something, to paint Danny Bonaducci. I'm sorry. That was on me. Oh, God. Hey, while you're at it, why don't you get David Cassidy? Oh, that's right. You can't. He's on the other side now, isn't he? I'm kidding. God, you guys are too funny. Hi, Leanne. God, I'm trying to catch up, and I'm not doing a very good job of it. Can you say hi to the spirits? John, I don't have to. You just did. Yeah, Evie, Brisbane. Maroons fan. Amy Allen would be a good host. Yeah, but again, they're not looking for somebody in the paranormal field. They want somebody that was somebody that's now, not as big and, working as much. So reach out to Kelsey Davies. She's not. I'm not looking for a social media influencer. I have plenty of social media influencers that we could go to, but the networks that we've spoken to want somebody that is of the mainstream, not a social media influencer, but somebody that, like I said, Dan Aykroyd type vein, Lawrence Fishburne. These are people who are on shows right now. Jeff Goldblum, and all the likes of those that are on the History Channel because they're just a host of a show. So, Kelsey, that's funny. Yeah. Chris Fleming now has serious health issues too. I heard that Chris is not. Wow. I remember walking to the gate before I met you, so I couldn't stop shaking. Wow. Hi, Liz. Let me see. Reach out to Dave Schweet. Again, not social media paranormal influencers. I mean, I can't. They would. God, somebody that is famous. That is not a social media influencer, not a personage that is in the paranormal vein. I could go to Nick Groff if I wanted to. He's already in the, got a piece in the show as far as it's concerned, the show's concerned. But no, I'm not looking for people like that. Even if you said to me, God forbid, Zach Baggins, I'd say again, no, thank you. We're not looking for a personage in that vein. It just doesn't work. It's not what we're looking for. I hate to say. Correction. Rephrase that. It's nothing to do with what I'm looking for. It's what the networks have told the agent that represents the show have said. Did you guys see? I'm like talking, and then something caught my eye on the monitor that I was looking at where the doorway is, and it just like caught my eye. I was like, what happened there? So, hi, Dominic. Oh, let me catch up to what's being said here. Yes, I've been up. Do I go? I've gone up to Laurel Canyon. I haven't been in a while, but I do know that Jeff Goldblum would be a. Yeah, as a matter of fact, I suggested Jeff Goldblum. As a matter of fact, that's and I think he'd be great. I think he'd be funny. Keanu Reeves. I don't know him. Yeah, but Audra, what are the chances that you're going to get John? What's the guy? Guys, what's the character's name? Jason Bourne is the other one. Is what's Matt Damon? Who does Keanu Reeves play in the characters in the whole series? And pretty much they want, again, look at Shatner. I mean, I'm friends with Lance Henriksen. I'd asked for Lance what they said. I submitted some names of some actors that I'm friends with, and they said no, and they said they said that Lance, he said, they said he would have been a good person to go for, but it's a little too late in his career. You did see The Moving Shadow then, didn't you? Son of a goddamn bitch. Because I've got this laptop here, and in the corner of the screen is that. See that? So I see this that's my left corner of the screen. So I'm sitting here trying to talk to you guys here, and I just saw it again. There's like something. That's crazy. All right, so this didn't turn off just now. That's already been. All right. What about just putting it in? Installing it. Yes, it is installed. I didn't turn this down. Turn that off. No, it's already installed. There it is installed. Turn it off. All right. So now I'm going to turn the light on in there so you guys can see that I'm not crazy, and nor are you. But more importantly is the fact that we want to make sure. See, now we've got an angle where it's really clear, and I turn the lights on so the shadow, if it's really, really, really something significant, this time the lights are on. What did you guys say? John Wick. That's right. Thank you very much, LA. I appreciate it. Yeah, John Wick. Thank you again. All right, let me catch up to you. Said it sounds like once a big box. Evie said, what was that? What did you think of the Taps guys? Again, they don't want anybody in the paranormal genre. Television-wise, they said that doesn't count. I said, what do you mean? He goes, there are going to be plenty of them in their view. There's going to be plenty of that on the show. So to distinguish this as separate from the rest of the stuff of the paranormal, they want a celebrated individual to be the host of the show. It's not going to be a lot of work, a couple days, 2 or 3 days, maybe. That's it. But the idea is for them to introduce the people that are going to be talking, the experts, and introducing the clips and talking to the people that. Reggie. Ray. Come here. Reg. Come here. Oh, I'm coming. Come here, you old man. Hey, that's it. That's the cat's knocked over that napkin. Figures. Hello, handsome. Here, you want to see Reg? Here's Reg. No, not that. Reg, come here. There he is. Reggie, people want to see that you're happy and alive. Fucking prick. Reggie, be a little. Well, there. Oh shit, he's giving me that. I get none. You know why dog gets up when he's that old? Because he has to go to the fucking bathroom. You have to go outside, huh? I've learned that when he gets up, there's a tiny little window between when he gets up, he walks around, drinks a little water, and then he just lets it all out. So we're going to take you guys outside in front of the house because the SOB is going to take a leak, and it's going to be the Yellow River by I Pre Freely in about 2 seconds. So follow me, and I'm going to drink some water first. Shaq wouldn't be funny, be hysterical. I just don't think he could do it. He retired finally, really, Sean? All right. Take care, Lisa. Nice seeing you again. John Wick, I definitely saw that this time. All right, Reggie, get over here. Reggie, let's go outside. Nice monkey shit. Thank you. Let's go outside. I got to go outside with the dog. We're going outside. Hold on. Let's grab that goddamn leash because I don't want to deal with the pee and having to put down some gosh darn towels. Come on, Ray. I can hear you huffing and puffing. Dog's huffing and puffing. Reggie, come here. Yes, we know. Too worldwide. Hold on, guys. Well, at least I'm not out of frame. You just. Somebody's just driving down. No one's home. The neighbors are, well, let's not talk about that now. All right, Reg. All right, out we go. Here, I'm going to do the obvious. Come on, dog. All right, hold on, dog. God damn, that fucked up. I'm too scared to put this there. And I'm even more scared to put it there. Reggie, hold on one sec. I'm going to put you guys on this. This is even worse, but it'll work. All right, so you guys go there. Whoa. Can you guys see? Thank God it's still light. So as I said, I'm going to... All right, fuck this. Come here. You son of a bitch. Because as soon as I get across there and you're not going to see me, there. All right, so this is... Oh, shit this out. All right, come on. I hope I don't lose you guys. It's a momentous occasion. The gates are fucking open. If my goddamn Wi-Fi worked better, I'd set it up. But check this shit out. You guys are in for a... I'm back. Hello. Well, thank you very much for waiting patiently for my return. I don't know what the living HELL just took place. It was... it said it was live. I said, how can it still be live? How can I still be live? It's not live. It says it's not working. Well, but thank you. I know because I took you guys outside, obviously. I knew the signal wasn't going to work. So the signal dropped. What about Elvira? No, I don't. Oh, throwing names out there is good, which isn't a bad idea. God damn. I can always reach out to Elvira. We're looking for people that we know that we can approach. Elvira. That would be the 16th Doctor. Evie, Doctor. No, not Dr. Frickin' Who. Sorry, come on. I'm not selling this to the UK, mind you. Remind yourself, it's got to be a domestic US. I mean, it could be an Englishman. No, Hugh Grant. Shut up. Who the hell came up with that? Oh, because he was at Wimbledon. He was found falling asleep. Said, great, guy falls asleep at Wimbledon. You want to bring him out. You guys are funny. I'll write down some names that you guys throw out there. All right, so you guys think that Elvira. I don't... Hi, Katja. Hi, Sarah. I'm sorry I did that. I said a celebrity. Scott's already in the goddamn show as it is. He's already the historian. I love that one. Leanne. Very funny. Farbro. It was Pearl Farbro, not Fabro. Farbro was the woman's name. The gates are open because somebody who's renting the house has got a party going on down there and they want the gates open. That's why the gates are open. Wow, we're back to 36 people. Excuse me. Hey, by the way, I'm going to plug something. Plug something now. I want you all to go out after the movie, after tonight's show, and rent this movie. This is my movie, House at the End of the Drive. Yeah, I don't like that gosh darn, that stupid glare sucks. So let's see if there's any way of getting rid of the glare. Now, the glare doesn't really, yeah, but the glare is as stupid as it gets. Anyways, this is my movie, House at the End of the Drive. It's where they died. So you can rent it, and I'll show you the link. The link again, this is a visual for the links. So yes, there's the book. You can see the link to rent the movie. The movie is $4 for a 3-day rental. You can watch it 1,000 times if you like. Most people I've seen that have watched the movie have watched it twice because it's almost in a way like Pulp Fiction. Because at the end of Pulp Fiction, after you've watched it once, you go, oh my God, now I get it. I got to watch it again so now I can plug in all the answers that I got at the end of watching it the first time. Because it's literally the first time you watch Pulp Fiction, let's be honest. You're like, and then you start to realize that towards the thickness as you get into it, it's like, oh my God, these are concurrent stories that are happening at the same time from 3 different persons' perspectives. And at the end of it, he goes, oh, now I understand. It makes all sense. It all makes sense. So No, Jack Osborne's got a TV show anyways. Linda Blair. No, Linda Blair is too involved with her dog thing, and I don't think they would really go for that. Why don't you and Scott on tape do it? No, again, they are looking for a celebrity. No one that is social media influencer wise is anything to them. In their book, they want somebody that translates, that's big on the eyes and the numbers, that can be guaranteed. Social media influencers do not do well. And Jack also does paranormal work. That's the other thing. Thank you very much, Mr. Patriak. I appreciate that. Thanks again. Scott, no social media influencers. It's just not going to make sense to them. That's it. Tracy Morgan. Hey, you know, saying that's, again, I need people that I know, but you know, saying I might know somebody who knows Tracy Morgan. Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ. Except my own personal objection to Tracy would be it'd be too fucking funny. I can't see Tracy. I know Tracy plays it straight, but looking at Tracy, I'm just going, I see every goddamn skit from Saturday Night Live. I see every skit that he did when he was on, what was it, 30 Rock. I mean, Kevin Hart. Again, Kevin Hart's too big of a comedian. I don't think, I can't see Kevin Hart. I've seen Kevin Hart do videos. I can see Kevin Hart going, motherfucker, what the fuck? I'm getting the hell out of here. Zoom. He says, I don't deal with ghosts. Motherfuckers, I don't deal with no fucking ghosts. You kidding me? No fucking. I'd love it would turn into such a fight fest. The first time we're shooting, anything happens that he's not accustomed to seeing and hearing and happening in this house, he'll be out the front door. Can be like, no fucking way. I'm not doing no ghosts. I don't like ghosts. I can't stand them. I don't like spiders, and I don't like snakes, and I think not like ghosts. I can just see that. Oh God, that's too funny. Hold it, back up. What is it? I wonder why Dan Aykroyd has never been. I don't know. That's a good question. I don't know why Dan's not been on that. Bill Murray. Bill Murray would be great, but you know, I don't think Bill would want. You know, I'm going to write that down. Bill Murray. I know he likes to do serious work, but I mean, it's a serious show. It's not fluff and bullshit. That's the whole point. It's supposed to be a serious show. That's what I'm trying to say. It's supposed to be serious. A serious approach using, thank you. Come on, get out of the way. This book. That's right. You can get your copy of this book. And yes, I will even sign it just like I did with this copy that didn't get signed terribly well. I'm such a perfectionist. I ended up doing such a shitty job on signing this. What did I say? Keep it spooky. DavidOman. Like I said, I won't, this does not cut the grade. I usually inscribe it, but like I said, this is the book that the TV show is going to be used. This is going to be the Bible for the show. If you understand what that means, is this is the source material for this docuseries. So it's very, very seriously, serious based. Sloan has been. I talked to Frank. Yeah, Scott Michaels in your movie was awesome. Scott Michaels. Oh, and your movie was. Thank you very much, Dottie. I appreciate that. I talked to what's his face, to Frank. I still have to call him back. I'm going to talk. Thank you very much. I got to tell that to talk to my friend, my partner, and say, look, I need an idea what we're talking about for the show. He goes, we need Kevin Smith, Herman Munster, Katya, Vincent Price. They're dead. Herman Munster is dead. I mean, you're kidding me. He might steal his show with comedy. He'll be scared to death, to be honest. Something happens, he'll go out of his gosh darn gourd. Who's Jeff Bodine? I don't know who Jeff Bodine is, Leanne. Jennifer Lopez. No, I don't see a John Cena. You know something? God damn. Fuck, and I think, something, Cena's not a fucking bad idea. But again, I'm thinking, okay, the names are great, but I need somebody. Does anybody out there watching, of the 42 of you individuals that are watching, have a friend that's a celebrity or know a celebrity that's a friend of yours? Not just, I met him at a Comic-Con, not that crap. Really, somebody that you know. Jeff Bodine would be great. J-Lo wouldn't do it. No kidding, she would. Patricia, I wouldn't ask to have him on the show. No. Jeff does creature features. I don't know what creature features in. John Aston. I love John Aston. I think he's great. I knew one of his sons when I was younger, much younger. The Undertaker. I like Jeff's show. I thought the same. I don't know anyone. Thank Virginia. Patricia, no. Thank you, but no. That's Sean Astin. I get a lukewarm feeling about that one, I guess, Liz. I don't know. Anybody else got any ideas? People are like, what the hell is he talking about? What's he doing? Well, so far, the bastards haven't rung the bell. Are you still on? All right, you're still on. My ferrets think I'm a celebrity. Jesus H. Christ, what the fuck? No. Not social media influencer. Creature feature won't cut it for them. They want, Chop Top Mosley. I don't know who Chop Top Mosley is. Yeah, thank you, LA. Wow, that was crazy. That was nuts. Tangella. What the hell was a Tangella? Taft's in the show, Sean. He's already in the show. Yes, he is in the show, unless he can't make it. He's in the show. You bet your ass he's in the show. That's right, he's in the show. Who's Bill Mosley? This is the sign. Yes, you got it, Katya. Spirits ring the bell. Oh, Jesus Christ. Hey, Matt. Jesus Christ, I haven't said it. The fuck is going on? Hey, Matt. No sweat, Matt. I appreciate it. We're looking for a celebrity can I finish? We're looking for a celebrity that was a decent, a good, had a good following, that's now on their way out, so to speak. They're not, but that would be a good host for the show. No, it's got to be somebody that's not just in Rob Zombie movies. That's just not going to cut it. It's got to be a lot more than that. Just like ringing your bell. Apparently they do, Liz. They're really in a mood tonight. Mel Gibson. No, Mel Gibson won't cut it. Sounds like they want a hot, young, rising celebrity between A and level and B. No, Annie, they don't want that. They want somebody that's, again, Aykroyd. Lawrence Fishburne, Jeff Goldblum. Not Goldblum. Dan Aykroyd, Lawrence Fishburne. Who the hell else is on these shows? I had a whole list of people, but that's what we're talking about. No, again. No horror personality. He's the network's gonna be like, thank you. No. Ring again. I love that, Virginia. You keep saying that. Shut up, Anton. You son of a bitch. You didn't answer the question about this weekend, Anton. Can you gather a group? We could do a little ghost investigation here. Scary Cat Doofus, Zach Baggins. Oh, God, come on. See, the spirit said, hell no. How about Stephen Baldwin? David Duchovny. Duchovny's actually doing a show. He's already got himself a show. They're redoing What was the stupid show? Not the stupid show. What was the name? Shut up. What was the name of the show he was on? Not Twilight. I forgot the name of that show that he did. But no, he's obviously very busy. David Musicians. Who's David Musicians? I don't know him. Yes, Morgan Freeman would be great, but I can't afford Morgan Freeman. That'd be six. It'd be one thing to have him on a. Oh, Matt, we're looking for somebody to be on the docuseries, the 4-part docuseries, where this book is the source material for the doc series. Well, really, thank you for agreeing with me. The source material is going to be all of this, the paranormal investigative footage that I've got in my archives, and we're going to use the footage and explain what some of the history of the house and showing the visual stuff that's been recorded here, including footage from 21 years ago, Jesus, in 2004 when the first ghost hunt was here. Ozzy can't get around. He's in a wheelchair. David Hasselhoff. X-Files, thank you. Zach Baggins, you be quiet, MM. David, do you know musicians? I know some musicians, yeah, but they don't want musicians. Who's Todd Fisher? Hey, JJ. Hey, Cindy. Hey, Virginia. Al Pacino. We got ghosts here. Do you understand that? We got crazy fucking ghosts. I'm not too choked up with them, but I'm going to tell you to get the fucking line, or else you're not going to be dealing with anybody but you know who, okay? Al Pacino doesn't deal well with ghosts. Don't you give me no shit. Good vodka. What? Bill Murray. George Takei, just to hear him say, oh my. I love it. I see I'm looking at my book right now, and to get a book, everyone is great to read. Thank you, Matt. Yeah, I knew you had a copy, Matt. I remember signing it. Carrie Fisher's dad, he's dead. That's Eddie Fisher's, Carrie Fisher's dad. Debbie Reynolds' son, Todd Fisher. Oh, their son. De Niro, yes. My dream would be either De Niro, Pacino, or Morgan Freeman. Yes. Sarah Davis is How's Wales? No, Sarah Davis isn't U.S. Christopher Knight. No. The great Al Pacino, David. Good impersonation. I just watched Scent of a Woman, so I was like, not Scent of a Woman. I watched I forgot the one with Brad Pitt and Sean Astin, and it was a great movie. My God, he was such a ball buster in that. Christopher Walken. Again, I can't afford Christopher Walken. And again, we don't have a contact. Does anybody have a contact for these people? I'm asking if you know somebody. Hi, John Dark. It's nearly 5 a.m. Sam, I will feed you. You guys asked for the bell to ring, and they decided to say, hey, we're here. God damn it. You want it? You got it. Hi, B. Hi, Sean. Oh, very funny, Sean. Amy Fisher and Joy Buttafuoco. Oh, God. Who the hell is Sarah Davis? I don't know who the hell she is. Don't get haughty with me. They really don't want somebody that's Hollywood. I mean, that's paranormal. Wow. Henry Winkler's got a show, as a matter of fact. I know Todd. I met him. I met him on his first 2 weeks into Fish when he was working. My mom's friend David Arnold was the producer of that show, and of course of Barney Miller. So his son Danny, and his younger son David Jr. and I went to the studio, and it's a funny story. It's not that sensible. No, it's like a quarter of the way. Yeah, somebody said Linda Blair. I said it yeah, it's fine. Yeah, Drew Barrymore. No. Evie, if I knew what they wanted, there goes Sam. I'd know something, but I have no freaking clue what they want. I have no idea. One of the Brady kids. No, that's not. I appreciate it, but no. And I'm looking really for somebody that somebody knows. Pierce is old. Pierce Hill, Pierce Brosnan. Again, I need somebody that we know, that you guys know. I liked Fish. It had the kid from my favorite movie, Bugsy Malone. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Oh God, that show. So when I met Todd, what is with? Yeah, thanks, Matt. You're getting on. That's getting on my nerves. Let's be honest. Like I said, the thought is when I was on when I was on the set of Fish and I met Todd. Todd, I was probably about 8 inches taller than Todd, and Todd's a young guy and a kid, and so I'm a kid. And Todd, he gave me attitude, and so Todd was chasing me around the set, trying to say, "Come on, boy, I'm gonna kick your ass. I'm gonna kick your ass. Come on, come on, I'm gonna do an ollie." I'm like, I said, no, no. And I was cracking up because he was a few years younger than me, but it was funny. Well, you guys, listen, Sarah Davies, Michael from the Grim Life. I have 2 cats, Cindy. They're not looking for a social media influencer. These are the television networks. They want somebody that they can relate to, that they know is going to keep and bring an audience to their show. So they want somebody that's going to help solidify that. Yeah, we're getting responses, Joy. Hey, Joy, what about doing an event here at the house, doing a ghost investigation, having some people come up from San Diego to do that? Linda Blair is not scary. It was a freaking part and a role she played some 50 goddamn years ago. I really don't think there's anything scary about somebody who plays somebody that's possessed in a motion picture. God knows. She's an actress and a damn good one at that. But that's about as far as it goes as far as scary is concerned. She's quite a lovely person and loves animals and is quite interested in taking care of and helping the survival of many stray pet cats and dogs. So God bless her. Sarah Michael. Sarah Michael and his wife are influencers. I don't even know who's. Oh, no, Michael is an influencer. Yes, of course it's difficult. Life. That's why I'm at. Again, I'm asking you if you guys know anybody. Does anybody know anybody? I know it's hard to say, but if you do, say, yeah, I know this person. Then send me a message and we'll see. That's okay, Matt. Don't worry. This was hilarious. That was initially my feeling as well when I saw it in the motion on the Freddie Prinze Jr. Yeah, we need somebody knows these. Dan Aykroyd's already on the show, Sarah. That's already he's kind of taken. I know Scott on tape. Yeah, Anton, what about this weekend? Do you think you might be able to gather a group of people? We'll do an investigation here this weekend on Saturday night. And here goes Todd Fisher. Yeah, but Joy, who do you know? You got Patricia. John, do you know him? Brad and I share a common friend, and that's Ronnie Bard. And Ronnie Bard was a psychic that Brad knew years ago from the East Coast, from New York. But he was out there in New York when he was working, and he met him there. Yeah, cats crossing behind. Nothing ventured, nothing gained. Life is a one-shot deal. You either ask your friends that you did know and say, hey, look, it's been a long time. I know somebody that's got this television show that they're pitching and they're looking for a host. Would you consider it? And yes, it's going to pay scale. It's going to pay more than that for whoever this host is, but it'll pay, yes. Mr. Padriak, try. Nothing ventured, nothing gained. If you can't fail if you don't try first. So if you don't try, you're guaranteed to fail. If you try, you have a 50-50 chance of succeeding, especially with the content we're talking about. Brad might consider doing the docu-series just for shits and giggles, because I know that Brad and Ronnie Bard and I, like I said, Ronnie was here, and Ronnie passed away in his sleep a number of years ago, about, I want to say like 7 or 8 years ago, maybe now. God, maybe it's 10 years. Crap. But he said to me, he goes, Ronnie was a very, very heavy set guy. I mean, just, and Ronnie came over and watched the movie in the theater room, and I kept on saying, Ronnie, wake up. And I was like, what's going on? Well, okay. And Ronnie was a big fella, and he was psychic, and he was a famous psychic, and he was big in, I hate to say, it's terrible I'm about to say this, but it's true. Ronnie used to tell me, he goes, I'm big in Japan. I'm really, and for those that are of the age that remember what that term meant back in the 80s, it was a term that musicians would go to Japan and get big and famous and do a lot of big work, because the Japanese fans back in the 80s in the music business were just, they clamored for bands, and bands would go there and rejuvenate their live skills and their performances and stuff, so they would go big. So I'm big in Japan was a big thing that used to be saying in the 80s. And Ronnie was like, he goes, you and Brad would get along. He goes, I used to read for Brad and this and that. I said, really? He goes, oh yeah. He goes, he's a hell of a guy. He goes, and this is before he was big. And it's like, oh yeah, we used to read for Brad and talk to him. He goes, he get a kick out of you in the house. And it's like, so when they shot Once Upon a Time, I thought I'd get to meet him, but that didn't. Yeah, I know George Clooney. Yeah, right. No, Lance. I know Lance. Lance is, he's indisposed right now. He can't really do it. I can ask around, but people who I know prefer private investigations, and everybody else can't afford the ticket prices. So what do they do, Joy? Do they go to the Queen Mary and drop $100 to go into that restless nightmare of a hotel that's got layers upon layers of people and of patrons going to the restaurants or the nightclub or the bars or staying there overnight? I mean, to me, that place is just impossible to take seriously on an investigation with so many points of contamination. It's just, I'm sorry, it's just not right. Thank you, Katya. Take care of yourself as well. Wow, we're at the 1 hour mark. Again, Liz, I don't know Matt and I don't know Ben. I'd be happy to entertain the thought if they'd be interested, but I need somebody that knows them, because we need to talk to them without going to their agents. We're just talking to them, spitballing. Crap, that was gotta be me. As I was saying, we've got to spitball the idea and get their interest so we can get a letter of intent and then take that back to the networks and saying, here's who we have. Who do you like? And that's not easy to do. When Kane was here about 5 months ago in February or early March, when they were shooting that the video that they were shooting with the I forgot the name of the group. My God, the charity event that was here, and Kane was part of the what was it? The raffle was for a ghost investigation here with Kane, and Kane said to me, he goes, look, so I'm really, really interested in connecting with somebody that died recently. I'm like, okay, because I'm not going to give out a name, but I'm just telling you, I really hope that he comes through when I'm here. And I was like, and later on in the night, he says, God damn, he goes, where the hell are you, Tony? I need to hear you. I need to connect with you. You were my best friend. You were such a close friend. I was so upset when you, and it was just like so moving. And it was such a profound moment to hear him talk so highly of his friend Tony Todd. And I was like, yeah, Tony would have been great. Leif Garrett. No, not Leif Garrett, Liz. Come on. Agreed. JJ is why I'm living in Idaho. What do you mean JJ is why you're living in Idaho? I don't get that one. No, that's okay, Matt. And again, it's a long shot. I'm just asking for hopes and prayers that somebody does. Evie at John, I love him. Who is at John, Evie? Yes, William Shatner's still alive, but he's tied up to a show. He's can't be somebody that is presently on a show. Needs somebody that's a celebrity who is presently not connected to a show, especially somebody that's not connected to a show as a host of a show that's very successful. They're usually signed to a contract that prohibits them from entertaining another show. And again, this is only a 4-part doc series. So the theory is we'd be shooting for 3 total days. That's it. It's a quick, not a heavy lift shoot. It's so bad here. Oh, I know Kane. I could talk to Kane, but they said they didn't want anybody in the paranormal genre. And I said, well, they said, yeah, well, I said, take care, Virginia. Nice to see you on tonight. Like I said, we need a celebrity. And again, I'm going to plug my freaking book. This book, that's right, this book. You can get your signed copy of this book at ghostsofcieladrive.com. What about an actor that was on Sons of Anarchy, Jax? I don't know. If you don't remember his name, then I don't remember his name. Brooke Shields. Gee, but I don't know. Gotta ask your bigger friends. But with a large following, I'm sure people will be okay to meet them. Mr. T. I don't think that was good. Danny Trey. He's already on the show. Do you believe that Trejo's got his own show as the host of his show on History Channel? I think it would be great to get Danny here. Jesus Christ, that'd be wonderful. I still want Danny to see the house for shits and giggles, of course. See, that's the thing is I really want Aykroyd to see the house just for shits and giggles. I know he's got his own show, but I want him to see it and experience it. Fluffy? No, that won't work, Vicky. Liz, yes. Annie, that's Charlie Hunnam. Danny DeVito. I don't know who knows DeVito. I don't know. It's an interesting idea. I don't think I could get Timothy Oliphant. Jack Black. I wanted Jack Black. Oh, Schwarzenegger. I actually don't even. Son of a bitch, I do have a contact that knows Arnold. Fuck me. Jesus Christ. I want to say just Arnold. Meghan Markle. Will you stop it? God, Jonathan Frakes. Yeah, I like Jonathan Frakes. I think he would, something? I don't know who knows. I know who probably knows him. Barry Taft. I don't know if he's still. Oh, Gene Simmons. Yeah, Gene Simmons. Good luck. MM. Oh my God, that is hilarious. Oh God, good luck is right. I'm good, Aline. How are you? John Schneider. Get serious, Cindy. No, not John Schneider. Josh Gates. No, Josh. I'm friends with Josh. No, I'm friends with Jason Gates. Josh Gates, my friend, who wrote that. Eileen, he's on a network. He is signed to a network. He has several shows on that network. It's a no-go. It won't work. It can't work. She's on Discovery Channel's got so many Gene Simmons. James Masters, a.k.a. Spike from Angel. No. God. And again, I'm asking you guys if you guys know anybody that's a celebrity that we might be able to talk and reach out to. Adam Sandler, he's actually here visiting his family in New Hampshire, an hour from my house. I've been seeing posts taking pictures of them in public. Kerry Washington from Scandal. That's not a bad idea. I'm chilling and I don't know what this is for. Cindy, I'm making a 4-part. I'm in the process of pitching a 4-part docuseries. As a matter of fact, God damn it, son of a bitch. I think I can share the sizzle reel with you guys. So if you like, we'll go into the just wait a second. I'm trying to think where it is. Hold on one second. I'll cue it up and I will share with you the sizzle reel for the docuseries. Right? What? Anton, he's already got a television series. He can't look. Yeah, Anton, I'm going to tell you the goddamn truth. Go ask Danny if he's interested. Go. What? We have nothing to fucking lose. Danny's a great person. I love the fact that he does. He has his his tacos. I'm getting a whole. I can hear a whole bunch of laughter from the spirit saying, "Hey, that's a pretty good idea." Oh Jesus! Oh my God! Anton, reach out to him. I kid you the hell not. Go talk to Danny. Talk to him and ask him if he'd be interested in seeing the house. Just tell him you've got a friend and tell him he lives up, he's got a YouTube channel, blah, blah, blah. Tell him the whole 9 yards and tell him I'm working on this docuseries. I'd like to talk to him to see if he'd be interested in being the host. Danny is way cool, and I love his tacos. I got to go down there one of these days. Joey from Friends? No. Jerry Seinfeld? Definitely no. No, because Seinfeld's, you see Seinfeld and you're expecting to have him say something that's just funny. It's like, no, you can't do that. Anton, you can do it. You can just say, Danny goes, I got a friend of mine, got a haunted house. I said, come on, because, just say to Danny, it's like Dias de los Muertos on steroids. Okay? Shit. Hold on. Here. See this? This is Dias de los Muertos. What are you talking about? Raise your head. Oh, I'm sorry. Here, you stay there. This is a sugar skull from Mexico for Dias de los Muertos. See how beautifully this ceramic is? Look, I'll even go closer for you. Isn't this gorgeous? Look at this. So this, we have respect here. He'll get a kick out of it. Matt, I'm going to try to get Quentin to be in the docuseries, to be interviewed about his experiences up here and talk about the movie when he was up here, since he was so cool when I was talking to him up here. I think it'd be great. See what you can do, Anton. I think you can do it. It shouldn't be a problem. Jelly Roll. Sure. Alice Cooper. Loved it. I think it'd be hysterical to get Alice Cooper. Sigourney Weaver, yes, but I don't know her. I don't know any of the people on this. I don't know Elvira. I don't know Tracy Morgan. I don't know Bill Murray. I don't know John Cena. I don't know Arnold Schwarzenegger, except they do have a contact. I don't know Jonathan Frakes, and I don't know Alice Cooper, except with Schwarzenegger. I do know my nephew is good friends with Patrick, his son. Oh, I'd love to, Matt. I'd love to see Dan visit here after all these years. My God, I think he'd get a kick out of it. As I said, I met him there at the release party for the Skull Vodka, and I've got a signed bottle there. But I never was able to get him over here. Ricky Rocket, I know Ricky Rocket. I haven't even gotten a chance to get him up here. Tom Hanks, John Wally. Yes, sure, I can get Tom Hanks here. Right. Not going to happen. I'd love to have Tom see the house. I think he'd get a kick out of it. Who? Ricky Rocket? I know. Who? Who? Patrick? Who do I going to meet into? Frank? I know Frank. I talked to Frank. No, I have a bottle of Crystal Skull Vodka. Can you imagine Jim Cummings, the voice of Winnie the Pooh? Oh, God. You're too funny. All right, do you guys want to go and see the sizzle reel? What the hell's the matter with you? Come here. Are you huffing and puffing because you need to go outside? Son of a bitch. All right, this time I'm taking you just. You stop it. I'm talking to the people. I'm going to take you guys just right in front of. I'm going to sit you ass down, and you're going to watch me. I don't want to lose any more of the signal. I've got 44 people. It seems like I got to go outside. He's huffing and puffing, and if I don't take him outside, he'll pee all over the place. Scott on tape. Very funny, Michael, and very good, very, very funny. Mr. Ed Wilbur, what are you doing with the ghosts? Are you okay? Did you die? Oh, okay. No, he's okay. Do you want to go in there and see the guys trying to sizzle here? Forget it. You're going with me. We're going to see the sizzle here. So you guys can see. Whoa, what the hell is that? Get that out of there. All right. So you can see what the hell this docuseries is about. Shit. Hold on. Here. Have a seat. Front row indeed. Yes, it's a blank screen right this second, but give it a sec. It'll be up again. Watch. Magic, magic, magic. Come on, you son of a bitch, move. All right, so here we are. All right, so let's go to here. Here. Let's go to where the oh, it's on this side. Great, you stupid bastards. First of all, bring this down. No, I don't want that. I hate that there. Oh, fucking assholes. All right, let's see. I need this. I need to this. It was got to be, let's see. This is it. Bada bing. Bada bang. Here we go. I'd like to see this enlarged, though. I don't like this small. Can I get it bigger?
A wandering band of members of a so-called religious cult with a leader they call Jesus has had 3 of its followers arrested in the investigation of the murder of Sharon Tate and 6 others.
Hello, my name is DavidOman, and we're at the Oman House. This is a location that's been infamously known as the Mount Everest of haunted houses and the Disneyland for the dead. We're about 150 feet down the private driveway where Sharon Tate's house once stood. And 55 years ago, the terrible tragedy befell Sharon Tate, Abigail Folger, Wojtek Wojtkowski, Jay Sebring, and Stephen Parent. They were all killed at the hands of the Manson family, August 8th into 9th, 1960. After living here for 23 years, I have seen so much and experienced so much that I believe that the spirits that are manifesting here are letting us know that they're here as best they can, when they can. After the first couple of years of living here, I started to feel that I needed to document for my own edification and my own unique perspective. I needed to know what was going on. I spent a little small fortune, as my father would say, on installing 30 cameras throughout the entire house. The reaction I get from a lot of people that hear I have 30 cameras inside and outside the house is, what a crazy. I said, look, I live in a unique home that has lots of paranormal activity, and I want to make sure that if something's happening, I don't want to miss it. I personally believe that after doing 10 paranormal reality TV shows over the past 20 years, that I have a very unique perspective into the paranormal. You will see more real ghost evidence than cumulatively has been shown on all the TV shows dealing with the paranormal over the past 20 years. It's not a paranormal reality show as much as I like to call it. It's a story-based show telling the stories that have occurred here in this house over the past 23 years. A lot of the myths that we've been taught about the paranormal are absolute bunk nonsense and hyperbolic crap. And what I want to do with this docu-series and the show is to allow the audience to see the reality of the paranormal without somebody having a reaction and having a camera on them going, oh my God, did you see that? And going, see what? The camera's been on you the whole entire time. I'm not interested in your over-dramatized response and reaction to the paranormal. incidents that are taking place. I want to share with the audience the truth.
Well, that's the sizzle reel. That's what the show is. Well, that's what we're selling as the show. I know you guys want me to walk through the house, so we'll do that. I'm going to get some juice on this battery. What did you guys say? Alice keep Dan Aykroyd is the house. Cindy, Ricky Bobcat, Tom Hanks. Johnny Depp. Yeah, right. Anybody got the money for Johnny Depp? I don't. So that don't look like that's going to happen. I was referring to Alice Cooper. Oh, yeah. I'd love to ask Alice. I think it'd be great. So, what did you think, Matt? How did you guys like the thing? Get Mama June Shannon. God. I've seen all of those episodes. Yeah. Hey, Jackie, how are you? How do I find your book? Here, I'll be happy to share that with you. To get everything and anything on the house and me, this is the information you can see. The book is at ghostsofcielodrive.com. I will sign that copy of the book. If you want a personalized inscription, it's an extra $5. But I will sign it for you with an inscription of my own choosing. There you go. And the movie, again, you can see the movie House at the End of the Drive at the link above. I mean, the link is also in the, whatchamacallit, Pale Stanley. He lives at the top of Benedict Canyon in Mulholland, 5 minutes from you. Rob, do you know people? Nah, they don't want somebody. I asked them if they, because I know there's some celebrities. I mean, some musician celebrities, like, and they said, no. I say, all right, fine. Regis Philbin was still with us. Yeah, that would be funny. Ray. What you doing? Come here. I'll take you in a few seconds. Sorry about that. I heard the dog get up and I didn't know what that was. Great sizzle. Thank you, Rob. I appreciate that. It's not me. There's a host. That's because we don't have a host as it is. When we shot it, we were just on. We're discussing looking for a celebrity that would be a good host for the docuseries, the sizzle reel you guys just watched. Clancy Brown, don't think so. I still think Scott. God. Annie, go argue with the networks. They're putting up the money to do the show. They want somebody that's going to guarantee that they're going to have people that are going to tune in, not from the internet. That's what they said. Were you working, Jim, for the show? I don't understand, JJ. Jim who? Scott Michaels. Scott Michaels is in the show. He's the historian and also the person who tells the whole story of the Sharon Tate murders. Bruce Campbell. Sure, I love Bruce Campbell, but I don't know him. I need somebody we know. So it's kind of I'm meeting over you guys. So like I said, so how did you guys, that's the air conditioning. I don't know why anybody's got air conditioning going on right now. Here, I'll tell you in 2 seconds with the weather. Up here at the house, it was 80 something in LA. It was 75 degrees up here at the house. It's right now 69 outside, so it's only 76 in the house, so it's comfortable as all hell. Yeah, Bruce Campbell. Again, I'm going to just... Campbell. Someone from Entertainment Tonight or Inside Edition. It would depend who it was. It's not like Mario Lopez or something. No, Mario wouldn't do the damn show. And I keep thinking about what Dan said earlier about Danny Trejo. I think he'd be the bomb. I think the networks would go, And I'd say, stop in your tracks and think about the application as far as demographic appeal is concerned. You get Danny Trejo, you're going to get a very, very large demographic across the spectrum, which to me is what you want. And furthermore, the fact of the matter is the Latin community is very much, look, see this? Sorry, I'm sorry. Didn't mean to stop. You see this? This is because in the Latin community, it's considered very, very, very important. The dead, they're respected. No offense to the West. I mean, to you know, whatever. It's just that there's something called Dias de los Muertos, which means Day of the Dead. It's also called All Saints Day, yes. But in South American, well, in Central America and Mexico, it's a holiday right after Halloween, and it's where, culturally speaking, you embrace your dead relatives and ancestors in ways that is just foreign to, you know, the U.S. culture. Some authors in California. No, Patricia, it can't be an author. They want somebody, you know, Stephen King, you think, mean like? Yeah, the weather's nice up here at the house, I'll tell you. Maybe you know as James. If not, never mind. I don't know, JJ, who James is. Speaking of James. Yeah, Dias de los Muertos.
Hey, this is James.
Son of a bitch. Can't wait to see the news. Yeah, PJ, like I said, you can't wait. I can't wait. I've been waiting for a long time to get this on. And the idea is to get this thing going, And it's a great, I think that the sizzle reel is good. It's, again, for a pitch. When you get the host in there, they're going to be introducing clips and videos. I mean, historical videos that were shot here 20 years ago from investigations that were done here during when it was first, you know, when nothing was on television about the paranormal. We're talking about 21 years ago in 2004 in August, when the first investigation was done here. There were no TV shows like Ghost Adventures on. Ghost Hunters wasn't even on the air till October of that year. So that's what we're talking about. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm just catching up. Okay, Jackie Pena. Can you imagine if Keith Morrison from Dateline was host? I don't think the networks would necessarily want that, honestly. Yes, Day of the Dead, right. Dias de los Muertos, Day of the Dead, right. David Spade. Oh, that's a hoot. I don't know if I could take Spade seriously. I just keep on flashbacking to Saturday Night Live and when he was doing nightly news update. God damn. Oh God. David Spade. What about the guy from Ghost Brothers? Again, no paranormal individuals. They're not interested. They don't care. I could get Nick Groff and talk to him if I wanted to, but the networks don't care. They go, no, what do we care? That's too niche. That's not important to them. Can you go find Danny Trejo at Trejo's Tacos? There's somebody that I'm friends with that's going to try to reach out to Danny since he's a neighbor of his and say, yeah, what the hell? Again, this is not a business. This is not, we're just looking to spitball an idea. If they're interested and they like the idea and they sign the letter of intent, we then go back to the network and we say, here's what we got. How do they? That looks, yeah, that you do it with it. If Danny Trejo's interested, by all means. And it's like, if Danny Trejo's interested, I think it's a no-brainer. Yes, you love Spade. I'm sure you do, but you know, you've seen too much of Grown Ups 1 and Grown Ups 2. Robert Englund. Yeah, again, Robert Englund is. Again, we need somebody that you guys know. Does anybody know any of these people? It really would help. I didn't hear that part, JJ says. Sorry, Joy. No time for playing the game with that. If you like I said, it's not important. What happens when the agent starts getting involved? Nothing happens. Let me ask you a question. If I'm talking to an actor, like I used to talk to Lance Henriksen, who's a friend of mine, we discuss, and he's interested, his agent gets the word after the decision is made. See, the agent has to do what the talent says. And if the talent says, I want to do this show, and I'm going to be the host, and you negotiate the terms as far as the money's concerned, that's fine. But again, the commitment we're talking about is their interest, their personal interest. That's why I said we're not approaching them to their agent. Their agent obviously is going to get involved because there's no way that we wouldn't. But we'd like to talk to them as an individual and see, what is your personal interest? Do you have any personal discomforts about the subject matter, about the paranormal, about the house, about the storyline? Because some people like, I don't really want to do something with the paranormal because I think it's like demon work, and you don't even know that. Because a lot of people don't necessarily tell you their personal insights, and you don't find out about that. Dan Aykroyd, his mother was a medium. She's a seance. Dan Aykroyd's father was a paranormal investigator back in the 60s. That's why his brother and his brothers worked, saw their father doing this stuff. So that's the truth about Dan Aykroyd. Rob Schneider. No, again, too much of a comedian. That's the thing. I can't take him seriously, and I can't stop laughing at the thought of Rob Schneider. I think of Deuce Bigelow. And again, there's nothing about his talent. It's just he's so niche of comedy, of a comedian. It's like, oh God, no. Linda Blair. Forget Jackie. Forget Linda Blair. No. The bell has been quiet. Yeah, I guess just like in the beginning of the evening, they checked out. Mike Rowe. No, not Mike Rowe. He's on television on a show, and therefore he has got a pretty thick contract with them, which is an exclusionary. You are prohibited from doing other shows, period. Emilio Estevez. I'm trying to get in touch with Charlie Sheen. That's what I keep calling my friend who's friends with Charlie, except he's too big of a flake. No, not Charlie. My friend is too big of a flake. I think Charlie would be great, be a choice. Dennis Quaid. He's on a show. Holy marvels. God, guys, start thinking inside the box that if they're on TV and you see them on a TV show right now, they are DQ'd, disqualified. Well, as a host of a show, I should say, if they're on a show as a character, as an actor, no, most people that are signed into those kind of contracts are prohibited from doing other shows because it's a conflict of interest. And yeah, like I said, it's a tricky game there on that. What's hot chicks, Sandy? What is hot chicks? I don't get that. Rob Lowe. Something fucking goddamn son of a bitch. That's not a bad idea. But again, I don't. All right. I'm going to contact, and he can give me a line of shit for it, but I'm going to reach out to a friend of mine that's a casting director and say, here's a list of people. I don't want your feedback about the movie, about the TV show. I just want to ask you if you know any of these people. If you do, could you possibly reach out to them? Because that's where we're at. You're right. Thank you. Nothing ventured, nothing gained. Don't shoot your mouth off if you don't want to do the same. Right. It's not that it's a side gig, Eric. When you're on a major television network, on a TV show right now, your contract is pretty much prohibitive. You are not able to just go lollygag into a side gig because you want to make some extra coin. It don't work like that. Jenna Elfman. I haven't seen Jenna Elfman in a long time. I just saw, funny enough, speaking of Jenna Elfman, I just saw what was her name? What was her goddamn? Tay Leone on a show, and I was like, oh my God, fucking son of a bitch. It's Tay Leone. Oh my God. It's like, wow, it's been a long time since I've seen her on a show. And I was just like, well, it's good to see that she's still working, you know. I will get you fed. That's Samantha. No, not Charlie. What do you mean, no, not Charlie? Will you stop it? You have no idea what you're talking about, Malcolm McDowell. Ay, ay, ay. God. I don't know about Malcolm McDowell. Yeah, I think Rob Lowe has a show. No shit. I think you're right. So they want an actress to do a show. Nothing to do. Look, Joy, these are the people we've used as reference points. Lawrence Fishburne, William Shatner, Dan Aykroyd, Jeff Goldblum. I forgot who the hell else is on. They're on shows as hosts of these docuseries that are very straightforward, with no hyperbole and no bullshit, on History Channel, those and Disney Channel as well. That's what they're looking for. They don't give a rat's ass about a paranormal nothing. They don't care. They don't give a shit about an investigator. They couldn't care less. They've already been pretty clear about that in the notes. They don't give a rat's ass. It doesn't matter to them. They're not Discovery Network, so they really don't care. They find it absolutely atrocious. They find social media influencers of no purpose. Why? Because the media and the medium that they exist in, it's like taking something from the ocean and then putting it on dry land. How well does it work? Not well. The point is, they don't want somebody that's in this pond, which is the internet, and going to hope that they translate well into the viewership for television. Yeah, hey, Domino. So what they want is somebody that's an identifiable, marketable personage that conveys a certain sense of credibility. Since we are not fraudulent and they don't want to convey a fraudulent type of a construct, they want it to be something that's interesting to the audience, that'll have a mass appeal. And if you go with an investigator, a paranormal personality, you're getting a niche. You're getting this big of a slice of the pie. And they want something that's going to have mass broad appeal. Otherwise, it's not going to work for them. So again, within the confines of what I've just said, that's what I'm looking for. Personally, I'd prefer it to be somebody knows. That's why I said my friend Anton happens to live in the neighborhood that Danny lives in, and he can talk to Danny. And that's why I said this is something we're trying to get done to get this thing going forward. And if they're interested and have a personal interest in the topic and the subject matter, that would be the best thing, because it'll shine across, that it won't come across like it's an act. We don't want something that's an act and performance art. We're looking for somebody that can be there and be genuine, authentic, and tell and basically host and be the narrator of the story. Otherwise, I would goddamn be the freaking host of the freaking show. But they don't want that, even though the agents suggest it's like, maybe the network might want you. It's like, no, the network's, thank you. The network's going to want somebody that's basically identifiable and marketable, because it's all about ratings. And if you have somebody that's opening the door, when you open the door and that's there, that person is there to greet you, that's what they're looking for, is that person. So without that, there isn't anything. So Jenna Elfman. I'll write down Jenna Elfman. Again, I need somebody that we know. So speaking of Jenna Elfman, I mentioned it to the agent. I said, look, I know somebody that's friends with Danny Elfman's daughter. And I thought hard about it. I said, Jenny Elfman, that'd be pretty. But again, he's niche. He is so niche. Why is that? He's now a composer of major motion pictures and stuff. So it's not like, his days of Oingo Boingo and his love of, the dead and all that stuff. And God knows I met him years ago. I think it'd be great. I just don't know if the audience would take it. And I don't know if he'd be interested in being entertained the thought of being a host of his show. Furthermore, again, I don't know what the network or the networks that we're dealing with would think about that as a bona fide host. So again, I have to work within the parameters of What's good for you? It's not, I want. It's like, no. I have to serve upon them what they would be interested in. And hopefully, I still think Danny Trejo, I keep hearing Danny Trejo. Hey, are you in there? ¿Qué pasa? You think Danny Trejo's a good choice? Yeah, I'm talking to a bell. That sounds really good. Malcolm McDowell, yeah. Hold on, what did he say? Somebody said Andy something. Got it. Remember, jump on the. No sweat. Music. Yeah, but music, they're really. Yeah, Paul McCartney. Somebody said yes. There you go. It's not that they're good points. Hey, Chad. It's that this is what we've been told by the networks that we've approached. They said, Kesha. No, Kesha's got her own show. As a matter of thinking back. She's got a paranormal show on, so it's like I thought of her because she was here, but no, not Corey Feldman. No, Corey Feldman would not be epic. Corey Feldman would be all about himself in this regard, and again, it's the networks won't do that. They are not looking for that. I'm telling you, genuine 100%. The Rizzler, who the hell is Rizzler? Morgan Freeman. Yes, I used to make Cato. I'm about to bang my head on the fucking bell, I swear, with that one. Casting director would know. Well, I do know a casting director. She just got a little bit nitpicky with me, and I'm like going, I'm not hiring you. I'm just asking you as a friend, as a favor. Do you know any of these people? Because I will send her the list. Chad, why do you think Danny Trejo is a bad choice? Let me ask and understand that thinking. Because I'll tell you, from a business perspective, you couldn't be more off the mark. He's got mass appeal across many, many, many demographics, which is mass appealing to an audience designer such as a network who wants to get as much mass appeal as possible so that those commercials, when they run, are getting mass viewership. That's how it works. It's not about your personal, you don't like them. Hey, Marsha. Beavis and Butthead, very funny. Matt Dillon. God, Matt Dillon. Jesus, what's he up to these days? Somebody else said earlier, Nick Cage would be great, but Nick and I went to high school together. I know. What the? Oh yeah, I know. I said I would. Shatner's on a show. He's already on a show. He's on a show. He can't do anything. He's signed to a show. Can you imagine Samuel L. Jackson? I love it. I love it. That's the best one. Somebody come, Paul Rudd. Kesha's Paranormal and Conspiracy Show that's relatively dead on YouTube. Yeah, well, she's also a musician. Shut it! Nev Campbell. Nev wanted to come here a number of years ago, and then she basically got cold feet. And my friends was neighbors with her before she just moved back to Canada. Is a B-lister, and yes, he's famous, but I feel like he gets 1 or 2 seasons. It's 4. Count them, 4 episodes. Now, I feel like when I do that, I feel like I'm watching Bruce Willis's movie, the whatchamacallit, The Fifth Element. I said, for 4 things in the gut, 4 boxes, not empty goddamn containers. What the hell is with you idiots? I said 4. Count them, 4. Can you count? Easy enough. 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. You got 4 empty boxes here. Do you understand that? I forgot who the actor played that, but he was good. That would also, as a matter of fact, good idea. If he's spoken to Manson, that's good. It's not that I want to harp on that, but Doggy's target. Jamie Lee Curtis. Yeah, I'd love, Lindsay Lohan. Shut up. Snoop Dogg. Did Bruce Willis die today? Oh, no. No, that's not Robert Patrick. How long did you do acting, Bruce Willis, years ago? Gordon Ramsay. He has 4 shows, Lona Talks. Gordon Ramsay is a chef, and he's got a wicked attitude. I can't see it. Thank God, Moonlight. Thanks for telling me that. No, Chad, there's no appeal for Dog the Bounty Hunter. I'm sorry to say. Simon Baker, The Mentalist series a few years ago. No. Is that where Bruce lives now? Is in Boise, Idaho? Oh, God. Weasel, what's ooh? Weasel, ooh, what? You can't just say ooh, exclamation point, without Weez, you got to respond. Come on, type away, please. I don't know if he's okay. What do you think? Do I know him? I don't know him. Well, I'm glad to hear he's still alive. You know, it's going to be a sad, sad, sad day when he passes, even though he's only. Jerry Springer, will you stop it? God. I don't see an announcement on Bruce Willis. Hey, Calamity, we're looking for. I'm looking for a celebrity that we could possibly get to be the host of the show. Bruce Willis once spanked me, and I still have the bruise. My friend Angela Jones worked with Bruce in Pulp Fiction. She was the Colombian cab driver who drove Bruce after the whatchamacallit, the fight. I got oohed. You don't remember who you oohed? Oh, boy. Shirley Temple? Shirley Temple? Shirley Temple Black has been dead for a number of years. Yeah, poor Ozzy. I saw that. It was really so sad. What a fall. Who said Dr. Phil? Who's Ruben Rasa? I'm not familiar with Ruben Rasa is. Dr. Phil. Dr. Phil. Danny Bonaducci. No, Danny Bonaducci won't work these days. I'm not saying that he won't work. He won't command enough attention from the networks, is what I'm saying to you guys. Yeah, the problem is being a cool movie actor is great. If he doesn't have a big enough name that the networks are going to resonate with, and that means he could have had a big name a few years ago, but yes, Annie, he is one talented son of a bitch. Uda Dr. Phil, Liam Neeson. Did you guys hear that? I heard that. Robert Englund. He's a really good narrator and storyteller. No, not Zac Efron. He's a little expensive too. I don't think we could get Zach to do it. Again, you see, we're looking for somebody that is over an age where they're not generally doing leading roles, leading men roles, leading women roles right now, because they're usually attached to a television show, and they're usually signed to a contract, and they're usually very difficult to get a hold of. No, Calamity. The networks don't give a rat's ass about any social media influencers. You don't seem to understand that. Well, you didn't hear that. I'm sorry. They don't give a shit. They want people that are going to feed them. If you're watching someone on TV or films, you're going to watch them on TV and films if they're into other things. But if they're a social media influencer on the internet, there's not going to be a lot of transition of them to the television networks. No, Joy, please don't even say that. The Man Killers? No. Ashton Kutcher? He doesn't even do anything these days. I don't know what. Gary, you stuff with Gary Busey. Jesus Christ. I'm glad you enjoy it, Deborah. Ashton is what? Ashton is expensive. No, don't worry. We're not. I'm not worried about trying to get Ashton Kutcher. He's, this shit has more fans than TV. I don't care. Calamity. The networks aren't giving a rat's ass of what pumped up numbers somebody's got on social media as much as they want somebody that's going to translate into watching the eyes on the television. Drake and Josh. Jesus Christ. Liam Neeson is not dating Pamela Anderson. Don't say that. Gary Busey, Dolly Parton. I think we have to be insured. I think we have to be insured to work. They are not working unless they get insured. Danny Bonaducci, Charlie Sheen might be difficult to insure. Charlie Sheen, again, this isn't but Charlie Sheen would not be difficult to get it. No, it would not be. Stop that. Danny Bonaducci, we're not, oh God. Yes, it could be a woman. DeVito, yeah, well, DeVito, Drake Bell is perfect. Dolly Parton, Diddy, yes, he is, Weasel said. Sounds like a bird in the background. No, that's the Gosh John Aquarium. That's Grace Jones, very funny. Caitlin likes men, LOL. All right, let's just cut it. It's enough. I've got enough. Hopefully, what's his face was able to get in touch with Danny Trejo. Yes, people, Tommy Lee, Jason Kelly. What is with you guys? Jesus Christ! How many movies has Jason Kelsey done? And how he's not even he's an actor. Daniel Stern, Marv from Home Alone. I know who Daniel Stern is. Vincent Price would have been epic. Vincent Price would be epic, but he's dead for some 40 years. Tommy Lee, no, you stop it. They want a person that is, oh, forget it. I can't, I get tired with this. They want them to be probably over 40. You know, somebody, again, you're going to look for somebody that's going to be old enough, that's not going to be A-lister right now. What age do you want? I think he's right about TV stars, less popular than internet. Eric, you want to argue with the networks? Be my guest. You argue with the networks. They're going to say F you and get lost. They want somebody that is recognizable in their medium. That is television. People that are famous on TikTok are being watched on TikTok, not on TV, for a reason. Woody Harrelson. Yeah, I like Woody Harrelson. That would be a good idea. Do you mean, Chad, do you mean the Menendez brothers, which you left an E out there, by the way? The Mendez, it's Menendez. CNN tells the truth, Marcia says. Nat Geo. I got nothing. Tom Selleck. Tommy Lee is an ex-fucking member of a big band. He's a musician. Ain't gonna hold it. It won't work. Haley Joel Osment. TikTok is moderate and LO and lots of work to do. Anyone from Euphoria? I don't even know Euphoria. All right, let's just forget I even asked because I'm getting things that are so far removed. Kurt Cobain's daughter. Outside the few fans that she has from the musicians and, you know, when I get Courtney Love, why don't you say? I mean, an old generation people remember the Tate-Mers. No, you don't need the older generation that knows the Tate-Mers. We need Martha Stewart. It's Stewart, not Stewards. Looking, thank you, Martha. How about Lance? No, Lance is. I'd love to. Believe me, I'd love to use Lance, but Lance is just, you know, he's incapacitated pretty much. I mean, oh God, Don Johnson. There's a name. I love them monkeys, Marcia. Oh, this Johnny Depp. He needs a gig. I love when David gets triggered. Shut up, Wheeze. Gabby Petito. Are you really, you guys are really, a Brit would be very cool. Yeah, why don't I just get John Cleese? You know, I'd love John Cleese to do it. Thank you, Kristen. I'm glad you liked the book. Sandy, Dwayne, The Rock Johnson. Lacey Peterson. What is with you? Chad, come on, stop it. Amber Heard popped on Johnny's bed. Amber Heard pooped on Johnny's. Marcia, if you weren't there, don't say shit that you have shit cluelessness about, because you don't know. And spreading rumors is pretty stump and dumb. Lacey Pierce, Chad, Weasel, you're terrible. Knock it off, Chad. Really, Chad? Chad, you're getting sunbaked. Kiefer Sutherland. Jesus, he was my neighbor for a number of years. Charlieville. Forget Roseanne. John Benet. Chad, cut it. Jesus Christ. You go ask for Karen Carpenter. Not popped. You know, idiots, unless you got pictures of it, shut the fuck up. There's one thing I can't stand. It's fear is mongrels that spread crap stories that you don't know the truth about. Chad's okay. Lots of shit is said in court that doesn't mean it really happened, even if it was said under goddamn fucking false pretenses, okay, Marcia? Sensationalism and salaciousness does not guarantee that it's factually accurate. God. And let's be honest, somebody had a bowel movement in their bed by accident. You should be so proud to be spattering that about. Liz is a narc. Jesus Christ can do it. LOL. All I can think of possibly contacting one casting agency, perhaps. It's not. I've got a casting director. We don't need a casting director. We're looking for people that know people. Give Chad a shovel. Chad's just trying to just yank chains, crazy bastards. They fooled me. Who cares? It's if you want to go read the goddamn National Enquirer and spread that shit, Marcia, then spread it on your pillow all you like. I don't really give a rat's ass and a shit bag of what these goddamn stories from the tabloids and shit that's sensationalistic crap that's spread around the stories to get their goddamn story out there so people will hear them and, oh, I feel so bad for this person. Get out of here with the false goddamn narratives of these people looking for fucking support. If you need support from the public in that big of a way, to support your life and your gosh damn divorce, I got news for you. You are beyond needing psychological help. You are fucked in the ass, okay? If you have to go that far out to go preserve your as Pacino would say, your integrity. What the hell do you think you are? You're going to be going out there and look at me. Look what she did. Who the hell talks about that shit? The shit that happened behind closed doors because you're trying to make yourself out to be bigger than thou? Who the hell do you think you are? My God, these ignomatic idiots that have no lives. You're embedding yourself and giving a shit about what these people do in their behind closed doors. I guess I was raised by a mother that said, look, whatever the hell they do behind closed doors is their own business. It's none of your concern because those eyes that are turning upon them could turn upon you. And some people don't exactly like their own personal lives being embellished and brought into the public foray or forum. Me, myself, I personally don't. And I find it not only sickening, I find it obtrusive and obnoxious that people, we're having a divorce, we're going to play it out in the public. It's like, you know something, if you really have no life, then you really need to find one because living off the remnants of these people's atrocious behaviors and stories is pretty pathetic. And that's why I don't watch soap operas. I find soap operas to be just like, you ain't got enough time in your day to fill it up with other things. You're watching somebody else's pathetic excuse and stories. Good for you. Elmo. Who's Elmo? Reggie, what's the matter with you? I hear you whining in the background. Listen, what I was saying? Marcia bolts her head. Oh, boy. Will you start with a P. Diddy? That's the 5th time I've read P. Diddy there. Oh, God, I swear. I swear to God, it's like I really give a shit what somebody's, the fact that publicists decide that that's important. It's like, you sick bastards, because eventually I think to myself, all this stuff's going to be there for historical record forever, because once you put it on the internet, it's there. It's never going away. You can't erase it. I just find it just, just ridiculous that people feel like that's so important. Steve Carell would be good. But again, every time I think of Steve Carell, I think laughter, I think of humor. And I mean, again, that's just me. The networks might say, hey, Steve Carell, that's a good idea. It's like, I can't. I think of the Anchorman. I think of the 40-year-old virgin. I just don't think that Carell could pull. I mean, I know he could because he did such a great job in The Office. He played it straight. He played it straight as an arrow. So he's, but hey, I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to the people here. Don't ask why. You don't understand. Wheeze. I don't give a rat's ass about the goddamn tabloid stories of what somebody's doing with their fucking girlfriend and having it spilled out on the goddamn tabloids. Honest to God. If that's something that you can't comprehend, I really feel sorry for you. Oh, you two stop it. Jesus Christ, Domino, she walked by. You're sitting on the chair. She didn't even acknowledge your existence. You got two female cats that don't know. So I'm sorry, Weez, but that's the goddamnedest truth. Let me catch up. Wait. She's RuPaul. She's got she's got a show. I don't think Ru can do the show. Rock on the hammock in the cave room. Calamity, I guess I don't really find sensationalistic shits about people's stories of their lives behind closed doors being played out in a goddamn fucking courtroom as any of my fucking business. Is that understood? I hope so. And like Mr. Rogers said, it's my neighborhood and I like it the way it is, clean. Ava Longoria. She's got a show on CNN about Spain. Are you kidding? Jeez, I'm going, Eva Longoria. Oh, she's got that show on. Yeah, no, she's tied to a committed show. Not to mention, I think she's still in Spain shooting it for all I know. When I was about in LA, I was doing stage work. Look. I'm taking you in the other room. There's the cats are here, the dog is there, there's shit going on in there. Let's see. The chest waxing. Yeah, very funny. Gina Davis. I don't know. Gina, again, this is a storm navigator. But no sweat, moonlight, get some sleep. Well, as a matter of fact, Kiran, yeah, we just had some. The Coveney's got a show on. He's not, they're doing the X-Files reboot. I don't think that would work. Won't you be mine? Weez, shut up. I don't know what that was. That's what we're going to find out what the fuck that was. That was loud because I was looking at the dogs. The first thing I do is I look for the cats and the dogs and say, okay. David, do some hookah. Calamity, take as an Adderall. You should get Rusty Featherstone. Who the hell is Rusty Featherstone? Just went in that room. No, they weren't. The cats were not in the room. The cats were both there. Okay, there it is. There it is. There it is. There you go. You see that? The spirits were quite active. They just knocked over the figurine. And you know what's even stranger? The gosh darn son of the figurine was sitting there and he was being supported, or there was a railroad spike that was on top of his feet. Look at this. All right, get up here, you. All right, smoker. See, smoking isn't good for you. You can also do damage to your necks. Here, hold on. Here, watch this. See that? Turn him back. You look like you got scoliosis. You got scoliosis. All right, get your gosh darn. Son of a bitch. I'm here by myself. There's no one here in the house, so isn't that always the case? All right, so we're going to put him back out. Railroad tie there. See that? Here comes Sam. See? No, not you, Sam. You see he's on a railroad tie. That Beetlejuice right there that you see, the one with the stripes shirt, he got knocked over last week too, which was crazy because there was no one here. All right, son of a bitch. Let me do this. Hold on, guys. Here, watch the screen while I do this quickly enough. I gotta check out this. Come on, son of a bitch. Shrink that. Oh yeah, why not? Here, since you guys didn't see this.
A wandering band of members of a so-called religious cult with a leader they call Jesus has had 3 of its followers arrested in the investigation of the murder of Sharon Tate and 6 others.
Hello, my name is DavidOman, and we're at the Oman House. This is a location that's been infamously known as the Mount Everest of haunted houses and the Disneyland for the dead. We're about 150 feet down the private driveway from where Sharon Tate's house once stood. And 55 years ago, the terrible tragedy befell Sharon Tate, Abigail Folger, Wojtek Frykowski, Jay Sebring, and Stephen Parent. They were all killed at the hands of the Manson family, August 8th into 9th, 1969. After living here for 23 years, I have seen so much and experienced so much that I believe that the spirits that are manifesting here are letting us know that they're here as best they can, when they can. After the first couple of years of living here, I started to feel that I needed to document for my own edification and my own unique perspective. I needed to know what was going on. I spent a little small fortune, as my father would say, on installing 30 cameras throughout the entire house. The reaction I get from a lot of people that here I have 30 cameras inside and outside the house is, what, are you crazy? I basically just tried to say, look, I live in a unique home that has lots of paranormal activity, and I want to make sure that if something's happening, I don't want to miss it. I personally believe that after doing 10 paranormal reality TV shows over the past 20 years, that I have a very unique perspective into paranormal. You will see more real ghost evidence than cumulatively has been shown on all the TV shows dealing with the paranormal over the past 20 years. It's not a paranormal reality show as much as I like to call it. It's a story-based show telling the stories that have occurred here in this house over the past 23 years. A lot of the myths that we've been taught about the paranormal are absolutely bunk nonsense and hyperbolic crap. And what I want to do with this docu-series and this show is to allow the audience to see the reality of the paranormal without somebody having a reaction, having a camera on them, going, oh my God, did you see that? And going, see what? The camera's been on you the whole entire time. I'm not interested in your over-dramatized response and reaction to the paranormal and the incidents that take place. I want to share with the audience the truth.
All right. Thought I had to show you that because, let's be honest, a lot of you guys didn't get to see that. So let me just turn this off. Wait with me 1 second. All right, now I'm going to turn this the hell off. Well, God damn, 2 hours and 6 minutes? Shit, longer than I wanted to be on. Oh, crap. All right. The dog's been so kind and so polite, and he's been such a good boy. I'm going to take him outside, so hold on a second. Get some lights. Yes, we're not going to lose you. This time I'm going straight. I'm going to leave you guys on the side in front of the house. Here. You guys can see. Right, come on. I'm going to take you outside. You got to go to the bathroom. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on, big dog. Boy, you are you. Yes, good doggy. All right, let's go. So what we're going to do is I'm going to take him out in front of the house. Yeah, she'll watch. She'll see. I'm not going to leave. I'd take you out in front of the house and show you the view again because the goddamn driveway's. I'm going to do this really quickly. I'm going to go because the gate's wide open. The view is incredible. So let's not lose you this time. Quick. 1, 2, 3. There's the view. Can you see that? Hold on, Reg. See that? And with that, I'm going to put you right back here. So I don't want to lose the signal. I do not want to lose the signal. I really don't. See, it says unstable. It's for trying to reconnect. God damn it. Shit. Can you guys, hey, guys, can you see me? Can you hear me? Am I good? Tell me, can you see or hear me? Are you guys there? Oh, we're good. All right. Hold on. I just want to make sure. I got to take a week. Here, go take a week. Come on. Let's get up. Don't get up. Let's get up. Come on, that's got to do what I got to do. Well, he's got to do what he's got to do. And boy, he's got to do what he's got to do. He's got to do. Oh, really? That long? He had to do that, which he had to do, which he had to do. He had to do. You know, what do you know? He had to do it. All right, so good. I'm back. I'm so intrigued by horses. I'd love to connect with one. Sandy, that's hysterical. Mountain lion is going to eat him. No, mountain lion's not going to eat him, Chad. There's none. I haven't seen one up here in a few years. You're good. Good. I'm glad I'm back. I'm connected. Good. Would you connect with a horse? Go to a barn. Good dog. Yeah, he had to go. He was really, you know. Wow, that was a big explosion. Did you guys hear the sound? I heard that boom. Chad, you're too funny. Yeah, don't tell it to the Reiki masters. They want to give Reiki to everybody. It's been through meditation and connect with their energy. It sounded like an explosion. It sounded like somebody lit off an M80 or an M100. By the way, David, you're frozen again. Not now. I'm not frozen. I'm fine. I'm working. I'm working it good. Oh, sorry to hear that, Sandy. No comment, JJ. I had a friend of mine who locked the door, but less than 2 months ago. And I was like, what are you? And I was like, I couldn't get in the fucking house. I went ballistic. I went freaked out because the gosh darn Heideke I had taken away from the house because I had some friends who were here 5 years ago and I didn't want them to just show up one night. So I took the guys and run in the house. So I took the keys away. So I couldn't. So we had to get a locksmith. It was like $400 to get in the house. Mm-hmm. There were a lot of people lighting off lots of explosive devices in the city of LA that we could hear up here during the 4th, before the 4th and after the 4th, and during the 4th. Yeah, a good lockpick is a good idea to have a key in the gosh darn in my wallet for the house. It wasn't funny at all. It was terrible out here getting in. It was a real pain in the ass. It was like 3 a.m. I finally got in the house. Have you ever had the ghost of victims? I have never seen that. No, Sandy. Other people say they have. I heard that. I don't know what the hell that was. No, Chad, you shouldn't get any gosh darn fireworks. Reggie's 12 and a half years old. He's an old dog. Yeah, I hide a rock. It's too scary. Somebody would probably find it and be the end of that. Yeah, but Rob, I think that horses are big dogs. I always call them big doggies. It's an airplane. Wow, did you hear that explosion? That was just like boom. I love mangy dogs. Oh, I'm sorry, Clover Lord. Jesus, yeah, we've been on. I was just about ready to wrap it up. I've been on for a little too long. So, look, I'm going to give you guys a tour, a quick walk through the house. Just because I've been on so long, I feel so bad. Good evening, Sam. At least I got the dog out first, so I'm not going to come up to a puddle of piss. That's one benefit of taking them out first. You're right. All right, so let's wrap this up quickly enough. All right. Whoa, what the fuck happened? Oh, that was strange. All right, so let's go to this look. We're going to walk through. All right. Let's see what the spirits are up to downstairs. Spirits, like I have to tell you, we're coming downstairs. It's not like they don't know. Ooh. Ooh, it's feeling a little thick. Yeah, I just did laundry today, I'm sorry to say, so you're going to have to deal with that. But woo. Wow, is it thick? Oh boy. It's you guys, I don't know if I highly doubt you can feel anything, but from my perspective, wow, just lots of energy. Yeah, I know about the laundry. Ha ha ha. It's clean. I just haven't folded it up, but wow, just felt really intense. Like, well, there you can see Sam and Domino. Here comes Sam. Sam, good girl. And of course, there's Dinky Dom. Say hi, Dom. Dom. They're looking at you, Dom. And there's another piece of Joy Moss's art. Sam, I know I have to feed you. I'm going to as soon as we're off the show in about 5 minutes. So here we go down the staircase. Oh, wow, that energy in that laundry area was hot. Wow, there's just a different vibe tonight in here. Remember, guys, I have no clue what your comments are right now. So because obviously I've got the laptop in my lap as I'm walking around and showing you around. So I can't see anything that you're commenting on. So just bear with us. This is the guest bathroom for this floor. Very well appointed with a television set. And oh, look at there. There I am. Now, I can't read what you guys are saying. Just remember that. So you might be just writing it for yourselves, but oh, wow. Whew, wowie, woo, woo. Just hard to describe the energy tonight, but it's definitely, we'll just leave this, say this, it's present. The energy is very present on this floor right now as we're walking around. Yeah, this is my UCLA man cave. I didn't want, for some reason, I don't really want to turn the light on in this area. Yeah, that's a UCLA basketball signed by the team from 2010 and 11. What the fuck? That's nuts. This is the earthen wall room. The altar to the Native American. Jesus, you talk about those those ground squirrels. They are going to town. I'm going to have to set a little have a heart trap here for them. Oh, wow. As I'm sitting here in the earthen wall room, it's, for lack of better words, it's just really still. I mean, the energy is pervasive. It's really intense. There's just a stillness about this room right now, but it's like I can feel it in my head. It's just pressure. Yeah, let me catch up to everybody's comments. 1994 was torn down there, Annie. I'm trying to catch up to JJ. I was like that. Smell cheese? No, not here. No, the Tate House is still for sale. Chad, you are some mixer, kid. No, Knights, the South African gentleman, God, what the fuck is his name? I forgot. Charles Gould was staying in the third level theater in the guest bedroom on the bed. He wasn't on the floor. He was dragged up out of bed by an unseen force that basically said, "You're coming with us." Yeah, I want to put this here where it's in a better, where I can see and read and see and read and read and see what the hell's going on here. So, oh wow, it's really wow. I just moved literally like 4 feet over. Wow. Woo-hoo. I've never had this experience in this room. It was moderate sitting over there. I went from there and I moved over to here, and all of a sudden it's just like really intense, different energy. Like, wow. So no, nobody else has had that experience in that room. I'm trying to catch up, get it with everybody. I want to smell this cheese. Excuse me. That was the cat at Joy. Oh wow. I'm just trying to read what people were saying. Cute. I felt the energy. Yeah, it's really it's. I don't know what it is tonight, but it's present. It's just heavy duty. It's intense tonight. Maybe your frustration is feeding the atmosphere. No, I don't believe that. I'm sorry, Leanne. I just don't buy that. One thing has nothing to do with the other, I don't believe. You come on, get that right. So you guys I can't tell you how intense it is in this room right now. It's just like, wait. The energy feels like it's flowing better. The energy is not flowing better. It's just intense. Not vertigo. It's pressure. It's like the pressure in your right here. It's just like, how to describe it? Almost like when you're going up in an airplane and you're having to you haven't pressurized the cabin. I mean, you haven't adjusted your ears to the pressurization, except it's not in the ears. It's not like your ears are clogged. It's right here in the templar area. It's just like pressure pushing in. It's nothing. It's something. Hey, nothingness. It's just there. It's really, intense right now. I appreciate Sandy, but I just don't think that's going to make a difference in the house. Yeah, it's that forgot what the name of the full moon it is tonight, but it's pretty intense. Like here, it's when I came downstairs is when it was, because each room, each floor, each level has its own compartmentalized activity and sense of its own ambient energy. It's all unique. Like I said, when I went from there into here, it's different on the snap of a finger. Like, there we go. Not like a migraine. That would be in the back. It's not the head. It's just like intense pressure. It feels almost like you can almost feel like this area of your head is like it's almost indented more. Not lack of oxygen at all. It just feels. Oh, Fat Burger all the way. Tommy's is good, but I personally like, Fat Burger better. It was just, I have an old thing. The spirits want some Costco pizza. No, I had that for lunch and dinner last night, so thanks, but no thanks there, Rob. Sandy, it's not a matter of watching. It's not like you can to prove it. It's the house has got its own very much. Hey, JC, wow, it is just. And I'm like kind of thinking to myself, well, if it's so intense, Who am I trying to prove this to, that it's so intense here? Oh God. Excuse me. Sorry about that. Yes, people have told me they've watched live videos and have felt the energy across the thing. Excuse me. Spirits, since we're here and I'm on live, you think you might be able to give us a sign that you're here with us? No, I don't, Eric. I don't have that at all. No, Sandy, I'm sleepy because I didn't get much sleep last night. I woke up, went to bed at 2 in the morning. I woke up at 9. Oh, no, more like 2:33 in the morning. And then I woke up at about 8:30. Nobody lives there. The mega mansion above my house? You mean the one that's above on the hill up there? I don't know. The house is not constructed yet. Calamity Jane is asking for you guys to knock or something to let them know that you're here. Chad. Yeah, there's nobody, that the house isn't finished even. Hi, Deb. Every time people watch, it's contagious. It's true. When you see somebody yawn, everybody else starts to yawn. It's psychosomatic. Why do I want to do any dancing to engage the spirits? No, I'm not going to. Thank you. They could have knocked over the figurines, but we're 2 floors below there, so it's kind of hard for us to know what they're doing. Chad, God, that's horrific. It's psychosomatic. When you see somebody yawn, you yourself will probably yawn. It's crazy. It's summer, and during the summertime, we usually hear crickets. There's not a single sound of a cricket outside the house. Son of a bitch. Hold on. Let me just double check. Nope. No crickets. No crickets at all out there. It's so quiet. Thank you, Leanne. I appreciate that. And thank you again for being part of the show tonight. I appreciate it. Oh God, Chasey, stop it. Take a Chad, you know what to do. Take a laxative if you got a problem. Oh, Calamity, come on. God. Sandy. He doesn't need an exorcism. He needs a good laxative is what he needs. You need a cat to sip anything. Yeah, of course they did, Annie. Of course, that's true. They did. Did you guys hear something? Because I heard something. And I have no idea what the hell that was that I just heard. But that was loud. Spirits, you want to give us a sign that you're here with us? Don't do anything stupid like busting the gosh darn light, the water sprinkler up there, the fire sprinkler. Anything, something good and interesting would be really appreciated. The audience would appreciate it as well. Chad. Yes, Chad, very much TMI. I don't want to hear any more. Spirits, I do want you to do something. What about those little ground squirrels coming in here and doing the number on this place? Not choked up with that at all. JC, I am the fuck alone. I'm all alone right now. The dog is upstairs on the top floor. The cats are on the second floor. They can't come down here. So yes, I'm all alone. How do you know they aren't rats? Because we've got video footage of the squirrels in here before. So that's why I know we have ground squirrels. That's why. No, JC, you're really not with me. The spirits don't go, oh shit, David's got a whole party over there. That's not how it is. It's not the way it works. Well, Kiran, what did you expect? No, we don't have ferrets in Southern California. I'm telling you, JC, that's not how the spirits look at it as. Physically here. You guys being across what they would say is the media highway. That's not the same as being here physically, because that's what they're, let's do a seance. A one-man seance? Are you serious? I don't think I could pull it off. Chad, God. Annie, no, I don't think the networks could care less that an ex-president was going to host a show either. Oh, dear Lord. I'm sure you did. I've heard they make wonderful pets, but they smell. They have a fragrance about them. Chad, pray it out if you, oh God, Jesus Christ's sake. What, Jackie, what are you thinking that has one thing, the correlation between what you said and what Chad is going through? That's not the way it works. I don't know where you came up with that one, but boy, that's pretty fucking funny there, Jackie. Jesus, did you guys hear that? Listen. I know I'm not just sitting there clapping to make myself sound good. I'm clapping because I'm noticing it's like it's in a gosh darn acoustic. What's the word again? Like a soundproof room. Because listen, it's not. There's no echo. It's dead sound. It's the sound's not reverberating. It's being absorbed by the walls. That's straight crazy. Oh God, JJ. Jesus Christ, everybody's going into the Chad chamber. Lovely. Chad, God, pray for Chad. Oh my God, this has turned into a shit show beyond real. It's really turned into a shit show talking about Chad. Oh, is that what it is, Wheeze? All right. I just have heard that. Yeah, it's a beautiful full moon tonight, as a matter of fact. Chad, no one wants to read your toilet stories. Joy, you're terrible. I don't feed my cats cat food. Why would I feed the ferrets cat food? You can't legally own a ferret in California either. I swear to God, we're having a shit show of massive proportions, and poor Chad can't have himself one, so we're all talking about it. Terrific, just terrific. Come on, spirits, give us a freaking sign. And they want me to do a seance, really. They want me to do a seance, a one-man seance. I can't imagine. It's not enough energy, they said. JC said that Jay said that ferrets are stinky. PJ, I can get off in 2 seconds, you know. Wheeze, you had to show those emojis. Yeah, well, I mean, I've got cats. I don't bathe them. I have never bathed my cats. No. Domino might have been bathed by Ashton 9 years ago, but that's about it. This is my favorite channel. Well, tell your friends to subscribe to the channel. Don't forget to get a copy of the book. And seriously, buy a copy of the goddamn book. My God, it's there. You know, support me in that way. Buy a copy, signed copy of the book. And rent the movie while you're at it. House at the End of the Drive. What does it say? Let's have a pajama party at David's house. Sandy, what are you talking about? Not going to wash my hands. Chad! What do you feed cats? Chicken. Boiled chicken breast. Meat. No, it's not on Kindle, Jackie. It's only on the website. I bought one. Have me as a guest. Where do you live, Corinne? That's, you know. Zach still do Ghost Adventures. I don't know. I don't watch TV. Jay, I don't have any idea what he does. I could care less, to be honest with you. That's what we call in these terms in Latin, persona non grata. Means, let's just not say. Kira, all right. Nice to meet you. I know I got to go upstairs and feed Sammy. She was supposed to be fed at 8 o'clock. She's a little pissed, let's just say. My granddaughter has special perception food. Honestly, I know about science diet and all that crap. I won't feed my cat any of that shit. I don't give a flying F about science diet and all the rest of them. I will not. Prescription diet, got news for you. Forget it. I don't buy it. I don't. I'm sorry, I don't. I make my own homemade dog food, and I know what to do if the dog gets sick, to make him boiled chicken and some rice. But yeah, you know, the idea of this prescription diet from Science Diet and all this crap, and people, it doesn't have this. And it's like, got news for you. It's got every goddamn nutrient that comes in such things as spinach, carrots, tomatoes, broccoli, and the fuck's the other one? There's another one, isn't there? Broccoli, spinach, tomatoes, carrots. Broccoli, spinach, tomatoes, carrots. I forgot. And pinto beans. Store food is terrible. Ghost farts of wind. Sammy is. Sandy, you make me. Jesus, Chad. Anton, there you are. Now, how can you hear a ghost fart? No, I don't. I've never heard a ghost fart. Anton, you got to get in touch with me as soon as you get in touch with Danny and tell Danny, say, Danny, tell Danny, I'll throw down some baby back ribs if he wants to come over here with you. You know, we'll show him the house, etc. You know, it's the devil that came out of you. Oh, God. No bedtime stories, Rustic. I'm sorry. How can I? I'm downstairs. The book's on the top floor. Oh, Chad. Jesus, Chad, stop it. That was me. Sorry, it was me. I was hitting my knee in it. Look, I've been on for 2 hours and 36 minutes. That's a hell of a long time. And the ghosts so far have been rather quiet and subdued, so. He has 13 and stomach problems. Yeah, I got news for you. The crap that you feed them, the science. Look, Domino and Samantha are closing in on 13. You know what I feed them? I feed them one thing, and that's boiled chicken breast meat every goddamn day. Sometimes I feed them boiled fresh salmon. And you know what? Guess what? They're going to live to be about 20 years old. And it ain't going to be any kibble, and ain't going to be any science diet and prescription stuff. Because I used to try that with my cats. And you know what I found out? That it's all crap. I'm sorry to say. It's poop. It's just garbage. It's just full of crap, and I'm sorry. Chad, come on. Your cat's going to be upset. Boiled parrot? I don't have any parrots, and they're kind of expensive to go putting. Look, here's your parrot. Here's a chicken. You figure out what you're going to make yourself for your cats. Well, brown rice is good. I mean, I sometimes boil some basmati rice for the cats and give that to them. But basically, scrambled eggs as well for the cats. It's all chemicals. It's terrible. Thanks, Evie. You have a good weekend as well, sweetheart. Thanks. No. I don't have time to cook. I spend maybe an hour once every 5 days. I take 2 chicken breasts and I boil them, and then I have them in the fridge. So when I'm trying to eat, they're hungry, I take the chicken breast out, I cut the meat up and just slice it, dice it, and make it into fine type of a cut, and I give it to them. It's fine. They're doing very well, and they haven't seen the doctor in quite some time. And I guarantee you they will live a long, long life. Thanks, Anton. I appreciate that. Be in touch. Jay, he's very funny. Oh, God. Chad. Nothing, what? Get some rest, nothingness. I got to get out. I got to feed the cats, and I got to go to sleep anyways. How many times a day do they eat, JJ? Probably like 4 or 5, probably 4 to 5 times a day. Depends. Some days 3 times, sometimes 4 to 5. But I probably give them about, since I have a scale and I put the thing on the scale to make sure, it's probably about 50 grams, so maybe like 2 ounces of chicken, or 2 ounces of salmon meat, or 2 ounces of scrambled eggs. Night, Sandy. Well, yeah. Well, Kiran, the reason why it's that way is because there's less visits to the doctor, less expensive having them get sick, and less times of worrying about how their health is. Chad, stop it. My grandma used to feed his dogs turkey sandwiches. PB&J Sammy. Very funny. That's interesting. You can't do that. Peanut butter and jelly? No, the jelly is no good for dogs. When I'm low on cat food, I'm telling you, Annie, it's a lot better than giving them the cat food. You'll find that their poops don't smell as bad, and they are in much better health overall. Believe me, my animals do eat better than I get. My diet's nothing compared to theirs. They have a sensational diet. Good night, Dottie. Nice to have you on. Rustic Star, take care. JJ, well, like I said, they haven't been getting sick like they used to when I used to give them cat food out of the can and stuff, or the kibble. Oh, my God. Just terrible. Live stream your sleep. Calamity, stop it. Strawberry, it's not good for dogs. It's the sugar. It's the processed refined sugar. Will kill the dog. It will kill the dog because dogs don't need sugar. It's like chocolate. Processed sugar is not good for dogs either. Marsha, it doesn't matter if the cat was. I adopted Samantha and Domino when they were 3 or 4 years old, and they've been with me for 9 and 10 years. The point is it's you're buying into a myth. Oh, they need this. It's like if you started taking the cat and just put it on your own diet, you'd find out the cat would be great. Chad, stop it. No. Calamity, you got to be kidding me. You don't season food for dogs or cats. Calamity, a little jelly can kill your dog. No jelly dog. Jesus Christ, Chad, stop it. All right, Joy, take care. Have a good night. Well, I'm glad I made you laugh. That's always good. I'm always happy when I make people laugh. Marcia, I'm sorry to hear that, but I'm telling you, jelly is not good for your dog. Look, have your brother, whoever it is, look it up online to find out what the bad side effects of giving your dog processed sugar in their system is. You don't season pet food is right. You can't. It's dangerous. You kidding? You fuck their digestive system up. Rosemary flava? What is rosemary flava? I don't think that rosemary, that you should be giving your cat rosemary's, herbs. I don't know about that. JC said that. Very funny. No, it's not good. Cats are carnivores. They rarely eat vegetables. The only time they'll eat a vegetable would be grasses, which is not exactly a vegetable. That's to clear their digestive tract. They generally do not really like eating greens. I know some people have fed cats greens, but the dog food needs a prescription to get it from the vet. Marcia, I've had 4 dogs in my lifetime. One lived to be 13, one lived to be 15 and 3 months, one lived to be 16 and a half. And these dogs were over the 60 pounds weight, which is pretty impressive. I'm telling you, well, you do what you want, but, I make my own dog food because I don't have to go bother taking them to the vet. When they die of old age without any complications. Chad, shut the fuck up. God damn. Yes, my dog food is homemade. As a matter of fact, I just went to the market today, got spinach, broccoli, carrots, tomatoes. What am I missing there? Broccoli, spinach. We can always go upstairs and I can look in the refrigerator and show you. And then I've got pinto beans and I got eggs because I use scrambled eggs. And what the hell else goes in there? Oh, about 12 pounds of chicken thigh meat. No, my cats are both fixed, thank God. I can't answer that, JC. The cat food is the chicken. That's it. Cats are easier to feed than you can understand. No, the cat food. No, that's for the dogs, Kiran. That's for the dogs. They get that. What is parrot eggs? What is with you? My God, Chad, come on. Exactly, Weasel. And that's because when you feed them food that's quality food that humans can eat, you're not going to be having smelly, stinky farts and smelly, stinky, shits. Because when they shit, their shit doesn't stink that bad at all. So that's why I said it's really, parrot eggs like Skittles. Great. Glad to hear it. Very funny. Skittles. No, parrot eggs are bigger than Skittles. Today we got brown eggs because when I was at Costco, I was looking for the 2 dozen eggs. Were all white, and I was looking. Somebody, funny enough, I was looking for the 5 dozen eggs, $12.19. I'm like, where are the goddamn packs? And so this woman says, I don't want this, and she puts down the 5 dozen eggs, and I'm looking and going, they're brown. I don't give a shit. The only goddamn 5 dozen egg packet I see here. I need it, so I took it and I left. So. Chad is tripping big time. Not smoking that crap, Chad. Chad, what are you smoking? Tell me. Indica couch or sativa? Which one? I think Chad is inhaling a Sharpie. That's why he's taking so crazy. Oh. Brown eggs come from the butt. Oh, Jesus Christ. Chad. Hey, Dad. Yeah, it's a full moon and Chad's on a full bender. Sniffing glue, he is. LOL. Jade is on a gummy. Jade is on a gummy. Jesus Christ. You're smoking methane. You can't smoke methane. Methane is a gas. You can't. You can. You're smoking meth. That's not the same as methane. Oh my God. All right. It's getting late. I've been on for 2 hours and 47 minutes. I'm already down to 25 people, and people are going, my God, this is ridiculous. I chewed 2 gummies. Gas mask. All right, look. Hey, it was a wonderful night tonight. Let's say thank you for watching, and everybody being a fan of this evening's show. I thank you. Photo poppers. Oh, you stop it. The best stream ever? That's because you were stoned off your gourd, Chad. That's probably why it was the best stream ever. You crack me up. You are the funniest. You are so funny. Bye, ghosts. Hey, they're saying goodbye. You guys want to knock or something? Do you want to acknowledge the fact that they're here with us? I mean that you're here with them. Knock the knock. Oh, well, it is the way it is. It is the way of the spirits. I am going to, Karen. Again, see you next time. Absolutely, you guys. Chad stole the show. No, it's just the last 10 minutes of it. In any event, I'm out of here and wishing you all a very happy. Well, today's Thursday. Tomorrow's Thursday. Today's Wednesday. Today is Thursday, dumbass. Tomorrow's Friday, idiot. It must be from too much time in this earth and wall room. I'm thinking in another state of mind. Hey, Kathy. Thank you very much. I'm glad you guys, and I hope you guys enjoyed the 3-minute docu-series trailer or the sizzle reel. I'm thinking I got to ask them. Thanks. Yeah, I do have to ask them if I can put that sizzle up on YouTube and get some buzz out of that. Anyways, get going. Again, thank you very much. It's already Friday. Get some rest, you guys. It's late. You got thunder in Indiana, Marshall. Well, just take care and be safe out there. Who will be the actor be? Night, Stephanie. Thanks again for watching. Marshall, you're deaf. The side comments of what you guys state to one another is hysterical. You're in Torrance night. What does that mean? You're in Torrance night. You're in Torrance tonight, down South Bay area. All right. Yeah, I gotta go feed the cat. You're right. Thanks for reminding me. All right. In any event, everybody out. Again, JC, if you know anybody and you want to get a ghost investigation here, see what you can put together and email me. Well, it certainly was a full moon crazy night tonight. Again, everybody, and if anybody wants to put together a ghost investigation here at the house, email me. You can contact me through ghostofcielodrive.com. There's a contact information, or through theomanhouse.com. There's an information to get me there. But love to, put together a ghost investigation here at the house with some people to do an active investigation. Be kind of cool. Anyways, Oman out. Have a good night. Sayonara.